Today is Monday, May 11th, 3:39 p.m. I want to talk through what I use while working on residential projects, and starting off with the main software, which is Revit. So Revit is a very vastly growing software for modeling and like CAD, but essentially it's BIM, so building information modeling. So I use it for like floor plans development modeling, 3D, creating blueprints, creating construction documentation, and it's kind of my main program software that I use to work on projects. So unlike AutoCAD or other platforms, Revit is as I said, it's growing pretty fast, and it's widely adapted by large firms, large organizations that work with engineering, architecture, and construction, so AEC industry. So adapting as an individual quickly to that helps you kind of identify and grow within the industry and with the industry, rather than sticking to older platforms or softwares that are growing out of use. But if you kind of adapt yourself to industry standard tools such as Revit, you can have like greater or more opportunities with working on different projects. And then moving on to organization, so two platforms that I use or softwares are Notion and Google Drive. So it kind of depends on your personal preference, but Notion is quite, I guess, aesthetically pleasing or kind of simple to use and has a very simple user interface compared to other kind of platforms that are like for databases or for like notes or documents, though you can kind of adapt pretty quickly to other platforms such as like Microsoft Office, which is primarily used in like professional firms and firms across the world, and as well as like Google Workspace, in which my second tool for organization is Google Drive. I use Google Drive for like organizing files, folders, like projects, and just having an organized kind of space that I can refer back to for my work if there's like anything that if anything that is needed or something that I want to bring up in a project or something like that. Everything will be organized accordingly to like the date, the year, and the project name, as well as like, let's say, project files or like families in Revit, or some templates for Revit, or just documents in general. Having it organized and clear helps you kind of have an easier or better workflow rather than being or creating things on spot, but having everything organized helps you have an efficient workflow and have a better kind of work produced, rather than, as I said, producing templates everywhere, kind of scattered throughout your like project or like laptop or kind of your workspace. And then finishing off with software Loom. Loom kind of helps you screen record as well as I am right now. It helps you with communication. So if clients need communication or any updates on the project, you can directly send them this recording, with having the screen being like a project file, you going through the floor plan or a design that you created, and as well as it works with engineers or general contractors that could have some help through you, which you can kind of talk through everything, which kind of is a more better communication rather than just sending an email or something like that. So having Loom as part of your workflow will help you kind of be kind of transparent, as well as help you improve your communication and having your thoughts clear rather with like your client and engineer and vice versa. So these are kind of my four main softwares that I use to work on residential projects.